In today's video, we are going to explore best Sadhguru quotes about pain, suffering, and well-being. Let's get started. Resentment, anger, jealousy, pain, hurt, and depression are poisons that you drink but expect someone else to die. Life does not work that way. Most people take lifetimes to understand this simple truth. When life offers more and more pleasures to a man, he doesn't grow. He goes down. In terms of the real quality of a human being, only when suffering comes, when pain comes, does a man stand up as a human being. When pain, misery, or anger happen, it is time to look within you, not around you. External circumstances can only cause you physical pain. Suffering is created in your mind. If you try to squeeze joy out of people, only pain will come. You can feel what you want to feel within yourself. It is very easy. Pain is a good thing as a physical self-preservation mechanism. But suffering is something that you do in your mind. Reactivity is enslavement. Responsibility is freedom. Responsibility simply means your ability to respond. If you tell yourself you don't want to think a certain thought, that is precisely the first thing your mind will produce. That is the nature of the human mind. If you think you are big, you become small. If you know you are nothing, you become unlimited. That's the beauty of being a human being. If you use your mind as a memory bank, the past will repeat itself in cycles. If your mind becomes pure attention, you will know everything that is worth knowing. Human beings suffer their own memory and imagination, that is, they suffer that which does not exist. No one can achieve well-being through someone else's suffering. Whatever happens to you, you can either see it as a curse and suffer it, or you can see it as a blessing and make use of it. If your sadness is reminding you that you are incomplete, it is good. Make use of your sadness to grow. When sadness sets in, if you become more compassionate, more caring, and more loving, you have some sense in you. It is not enough to just live. It is important that you live strong. It is time we choose quality over quantity in our lives, in every sense. Only then we can save the planet. Relief from something that you cannot hold within you is always the greatest pleasure, isn't it? Whatever that thing may be. Fear, anger, and hatred essentially come from a lack of perspective as to what life is all about. Every kind of misery that human beings are going through is manufactured in their minds. Stress is a certain level of internal friction. One can easily lubricate the inner mechanism with some amount of inner work and awareness. So, it is your inability to handle your own system that is stressing you out. On some level, you do not know how to handle your body, mind, and emotions. That is the problem. When the activity of the mind is yours, the suffering that the mind generates is definitely your making. Would you generate unpleasantness and suffering for yourself if your mind was taking instructions from you? No. That means your mind is out of control. If we are in tune with the fundamental laws of nature, we will enjoy the process of life. Otherwise, suffering is inevitable. The only thing that stands between you and your well-being is a simple fact: you have allowed your thoughts and emotions to take instruction from the outside rather than the inside. Everything in this cosmos is happening wonderfully well, but one nasty little thought in your head, and you think it is a bad day. That is lack of perspective. Fear is simply because you are not living life, you are living in your mind. Hardship can be a great opportunity for you to build a deep level of strength and well-being. Mental hardship is your making, you must stop that. It does not take much for a human being to live well. Only when you are trying to imitate someone else, it takes a lot. Our lives become beautiful not because of what we do. Our lives become beautiful simply because we have included everybody around us as a part of our dream of well-being. If you compulsively react, external situations determine how you are right now. If you consciously respond, your well-being is very much in your hands. The most significant dimension of being human is that you have a discerning mind. You can think through an issue and respond the way you want, no matter what your instincts say. But to be loving is simply this: a willingness to respond freely and openly. Right now, it may be limited to 1 or 2 people in your lives. But it is possible to extend this ability to embrace the entire world. It is our compulsive reaction to the situations in which we are placed that causes stress. Conscious action does not produce karma, reaction does. It is possible to transform the greatest adversity into a stepping stone for personal growth. If you take 100% responsibility for the way you are now, a brighter tomorrow is a possibility. Emotional you is also the thinking you. The way you think is the way you feel. Eating natural foods, in their uncooked condition, when the cells are still alive, will bring an enormous sense of health and vitality to the system. Neither health nor joy can be created from outside. There may be external stimuli, but essentially, both come from within. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to think anything. You don't have to feel anything to be complete. You are complete by yourself. That which knows how to bend will not break. Belief offers solace. The search for truth offers the solution. Believing gives you comfort, solace, and a sense of belonging, but there will be no courage and commitment to seek what is true. Believing means you have assumed something that you do not know. Seeking means you have realized that you do not know. The basic principle is that the very things that can be your downfall in life can be used to raise yourself. If you simply change your perspective, what is down can be up. What is a downward shoot can be used as an upward process. Whatever draws you into compulsive nature, you use that to become conscious. You use that momentum to grow. The logic is simple: if you do the right things will happen to you even without your intent. The man who does only as much as is needed will only get that much. The mind is a powerful instrument. Every thought, every emotion that you create changes the very chemistry of your body. An intellectual understanding that is not backed by experiential knowledge can lead to mind games and deceptive states. Being a creature on the planet means the hand of the Creator has touched you. There is no better blessing. A human is not a being, he is a becoming, he is an ongoing process, nothing is fixed. You can be whichever way you want to be. A possibility, when not harnessed, becomes a problem in your experience. Challenging times are not necessarily a calamity. Every opinion you have about anything can be a limiting identity. If you learn to laugh at your own stupidity, all the rubbish in you will turn into manure very fast. And manure is good for growth. Every particle in your body works hand in hand with the universe. Everything comes from the same source. You can be at absolute ease only if you experience yourself as a part of existence, not as a separate individual. The more you become conscious of your actions, the more you gain control over what happens within you and, to a large extent, around you. When you do things habitually, it seems easier, but without conscious action, there shall be no growth. Wherever you may be, whatever you may be, if you are willing to strive, you can evolve yourself beyond the limitations of nature. With every single action we perform, with every thought and emotion we generate, we can create a better situation around us. Nature gave you this intelligence to seek and access the infinite, not to calculate in limited numbers. If you turn inward, you will find a space where there is a solution for everything. Please let us know your favorite quotes from these best Sadhguru quotes about pain, suffering, and well-being in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.